Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. And today, the New York Jets have signed quarterback Trevor Siemian to the practice squad. The Jets have finally made a move. And does this mean the Jets are finally done with Zach Wilson and are tired of dealing with his just bad quarterback play? Even though Siemian has been signed to the practice squad, there is faith that you will probably see Trevor Siemian get activated to the 53-man roster or elevated to the 53-man roster, and current backup quarterback Tim Boyle will probably end up going back to the practice squad. And I gotta say, I don't think Trevor Siemian is a huge upgrade over Zach Wilson if he becomes their starter, but it is going to be a lot better than Zach Wilson. I will tell you guys this. I look at some of his stats in Denver in 2016, 2017. Interceptions was a bad thing that he dealt with in 2016, 2017. I will go over his stats in Denver from 2016, 2017, but I want to focus on 2021 with the Saints. I also want to note that Trevor Siemian played for the Jets in 2019, started in one game where they did lose. Now, thing is he started out that one game and threw three for 6 with 3 passing yards, and then came out of the game. I don't think he got benched because it's not like he threw any interceptions or fumbled at all. There was no turnovers. I'm guessing he got hurt in that start, but then I'm guessing he did get hurt. Really, I think I remember watching this game. I think he got hurt, like a season-ending injury, because he did not play at all in the 2020 season. I remember this. I don't remember what injury he got, what injury he suffered, but it was an injury bad enough for him to miss the rest of that year and the whole 2020 season. But he made a return in 2021 to the Saints. I'm going to go over his stats in just a minute, but I'm going to go over his stats in 2022, last year with the Chicago Bears as their backup quarterback. He played in 2 games with 1 start with an 0-1 record, and he played 15. He had 15 completions for 26 attempts with 184 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, 1 interception thrown. All right, 2021 with the Saints. He played 6 games with 4 starts. Now, what he was most famous for was when Jameis Winston tore his ACL against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Trevor Siemian came into the game and balled out and helped the Saints beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tom Brady. Then after that, he started 4 games. So that year in 2021, he played in 5 games with 4 starts with the New Orleans Saints. He did have a record of 0-4 with the Saints, but he should be credited with the win they got against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So it should say 1-4, but he didn't start in that game, so Jameis Winston did get the win on that one. He threw 108 for 188, and he threw 1,154 passing yards with 11 passing touchdowns and 3 interceptions for 4 starts, and played a good part against that Tampa Bay Buccaneers game in 2021. Not so bad for Trevor Siemian. He played so good enough with the Saints in 2021 that it got him a job with the Chicago Bears as their backup quarterback, and he started in 1 game, threw for 185. So now he returns to New York, and I will say, if Trevor Siemian can play the way he played with the New Orleans Saints, I know I get it. They were 0-4. He played good. He threw for 1,200 passing yards in 5 games. Only threw 3 interceptions when interceptions was a problem for him before. Threw 11 passing touchdowns. And I just feel that he played pretty good with his time with the New Orleans Saints. So I think that if he can play the same way that he played in 2021 with the New Orleans Saints with the New York Jets as their starting quarterback, I think the Jets can win in the area of 6 to 8 games. And I'm not me saying that they could, like, the floor for me is 6. It's just because of the bad start that Zach Wilson has got them off to at 1-2. And not only that, but their hard schedule. They have a hard schedule if Trevor Siemian's going to be the quarterback, but they have a good defense. They would have a good offense around Trevor Siemian, 2 good running backs in Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook, good wide receivers in Allen Lazard and Garrett Wilson, and also McCole Hardman Jr., and then also Randall Cobb, 2 good tight ends in CJ Yamuza and Tyler Conklin. So honestly, I'm not going to tell you guys that Trevor Siemian's gonna automatically change things for the Jets, and they're gonna go to the playoffs. Because honestly, if Trevor Siemian is the starting quarterback the rest of the year for the New York Jets, and Zach Wilson gets benched, I do not see the Jets making the playoffs. I don't think there's one chance for this Jets team to make the playoffs. But I think they would do a lot better than they would be doing with Zach Wilson for the rest of the year. So it is an improvement, but it is not a huge improvement for the New York Jets. And that's if Trevor Siemian's going to be the starting quarterback. We don't know. Maybe he's just going to be the backup quarterback. I think the Jets are still planning to start Zach Wilson for this Chiefs game that they have coming up Sunday night. And I think this is the game where you probably will see Zach Wilson get benched. I know Robert Saleh encourages that Zach Wilson is their guy. But if he gets off to a shaky start against the Chiefs defense and the Chiefs start off like I think they will, I think the Chiefs will start off with a big first half offensively, kind of like they did against the Chicago Bears. Now, I'm not saying I'm not saying they're going to score 34 points in the first half like they did in Week 1, because I don't think that's possible. I know the Denver Broncos, a good defense, just gave up 70 points to the Miami Dolphins. So good defenses can give up a lot of points. But I just don't think the Jets are the type of defense to give up near 35 points in the first half. But I will tell you this, I think they are a defense that would against the Chiefs offense that I wouldn't be surprised if they gave up, in the area of 20 to 23 points in the first half. And if the Chiefs are scoring that much in the first half, getting hot in the first half, and the Jets are not matching them with offense, and Zach Wilson is playing bad, then I would probably see Zach Wilson getting benched and Trevor Siemian coming in. And then if, obviously he's not going to lead a comeback win, but if he starts to play good and there's some momentum with him, they would probably lean towards of him being the starting quarterback. But I'll be honest, if Trevor Siemian's the quarterback the rest of the season, and Week 5 would be Trevor Siemian's first start, I'm going to predict this right now. Zach Wilson will get benched in the second or third quarter on Sunday night against the Kansas City Chiefs. Trevor Siemian will come in, and he won't play amazing. He'll play good enough to the point where they cut the lead down a little bit, and plays good enough to the point where the Jets announce Trevor Siemian as the Week 5 starter. He'll become the starter for the rest of the season, and the Jets end up finishing the season at 7-10. That's what I'll go ahead and say. But who knows? Maybe Zach Wilson plays good, and they keep going with him, and Trevor Siemian just becomes the backup. Maybe Trevor Siemian plays at one point. I think it's very hard to predict what's going to happen with this New York Jets quarterback situation. But let me know your thoughts, and let me know your thoughts on the signing in the comment section, and peace out.